Good morning. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and we are diving into the book called Awareness Revolution. It's my husband and mine. It's our book. So tell me where you're tuning in from. And today I have a question for you. Do you feel like you have a high AQ? And you might be like, what does that mean? We'll talk about it. It's the chapter that we're going through in the book. And so it's actually, let me think for a second. It's chapter 12. We talk about something called AQ in chapter 11 and 12. And actually, chapter 10, we dove into expectations, which I didn't really cover. Here's what I'm finding about walking through my own book. We have stories and different things in the book. So I'm just giving you an overview of a topic and then giving you some questions to think about. When the book is done, you can read the whole book. But if you're brand new, welcome to the Keto Mom page. I can't tell if it seems like it's foggy I'm sitting outside because it's so beautiful. I'm tuning in from Minnesota. I don't know if you can hear the birds. Hold on. Can you hear them? It's very beautiful outside. It's a foggy morning, and I was like, I want to sit outside, and all of my outside chairs are wet, so I'm sitting on a different chair. But anyways, look at it's very, very well. Our poor little slide has a hole in it, but it's very nice out, and well, foggy and nice. It's just a nice morning. So, where are you tuning in from? Tell me where you're tuning in from. I'm going to talk a little bit about AQ, what that means. I feel like I should flip around a little bit. Might be better lighting. Do you think I should flip around? It'll be fine. So, all right. Happy Monday if you're tuning in live. Cheers. It's going to be a super great day. Here's what I do on the morning lives. If you do not know and you're brand new, you can always go to ketomomsecrets.com. Click on how to get started. Click on recipes. Click on trial packs. Click on book club. I've been sharing recipes and I've been talking about keto, low carb, anything that has to do with your health journey for 8 years. There's no shortage of recipes. If you're like, I just need to get started, I need some help, please give me some guidance. You can ask your questions below. You can send me a message. All right? Take a drink of my mom fuel. Y'all should have this even if you're not a mom. And today's conversation is around AQ. Now, the book that we're going through, it's all about awareness in lots of different areas of your life, because I truly believe that if you have awareness in just some of these areas, not even understanding them from an expert level, good morning. But if you have an awareness in some of these areas, hands down, it will help you make better choices in your life. So today we're talking about AQ. And you might go, what does that mean? Last week we talked about EQ, which stands for your emotional quotient. If you've ever heard somebody say, what's your IQ? Your intelligence. Your EQ is how you handle your emotions. Your AQ is how well you're adaptable. AQ. How adaptable are you? I'll give you a situation. I'll give you a situation. You maybe hit the snooze button. You meant to pack your lunch to go to work today. You're on your way out the door. You get to work and you realize you didn't pack your healthy snacks. You didn't grab them. Your refrigerator has them and you're frustrated. So in a moment of weakness, you run into the employee lounge and you grab the donut. Then you're frustrated because your very healthy packed lunch is sitting in your refrigerator. So then you just decide, well, that was a waste. And then you go through the drive-thru, you grab the extra large, super size me burger, fries, and soda. Does that make sense? So AQ is how adaptable are you in situations when it doesn't go your way. And so here's what I want you to understand. As soon as you have an awareness, as soon as you can go, all right, I have an IQ, how smart I am, intelligent. I have an EQ, how do I handle my emotions? Because if you know me, you've heard me say this phrase, as I think, so I feel. Emotions, as I feel, so I do, is your reaction or your action. As I do, so I have. And adaptability goes right along with that. So adaptability in any situation of your life, how adaptable are you? When things come your way, when things happen that you can't control, when when somebody does something and you're like, oh my goodness, why did you do that? It can cause you to go down a spiral of emotions, which if all we're doing is talking about health and fitness, causes you to eat, or causes you to not go to the gym, or causes you to throw all of your plans aside, adaptability-wise, get frustrated, and just give in to whatever's happening, circumstances, environments, and people, right? So we said it like this in the book. We said AQ isn't just about the ability to survive. I'm sorry. Actually, hold on. I'm going to go back up a little bit. Okay. Understanding AQ as a fundamental step of building resilience. I think AQ is super, super important. It's important. Okay. AQ. There's so many things I wanted to read, but I lost the actual chapter part. I don't want to read all of this because it's a lot. Recognizing and understanding AQ means identifying how you typically respond to setbacks and difficulties. Do you retreat and feel overwhelmed, or do you stand firm and seek solutions? Your AQ reflects your ability to bounce back from failures, to see beyond the immediate challenges, and to find the silver lining even in a dark cloud. That's how I would say, and how we would say AQ is. Are you able to bounce back? Are you able to make a pivot? Are you able to just go, all right, I'm going to be adaptable. I'm not going to give in, but I'm going to keep going. AQ is huge. AQ, if you don't have it, is probably why maybe you're not reaching your health goals. Maybe you're grabbing the donuts. Maybe you go through the drive-thru. Maybe you get frustrated and yell at your kids. Like, whatever the case may be, you've got an IQ, you've got an EQ, and you've got an AQ. If I were to say, how well would you rate yourself? 1 through 5. If you want to be vulnerable, AQ, 1 through 5. 5 being like, I've got a solid AQ. I can handle situations and challenges. If something happens, I can calm myself down and respond appropriately. Adaptability. How adaptable are you? Are you a 5 or are you a 1? I sway with the wind. I move when other people move. I don't have high AQ. I tend to grab the donut. I tend to skip the gym. I tend to because other people make me not very adaptable. Okay, so for example, I love that you said that. She said her AQ has been 0 this summer. How adaptable are you? And all I want you to know is this. We named this book Awareness Revolution because as soon as you have awareness of some of these conversations, when you're put into a situation where you have to be adaptable, you're now going to go, oh my goodness, I've realized that this didn't go my way. I have to have a higher AQ. I have to be adaptable. You're going to find yourself in situations where you're going to go, oh my goodness, I have an awareness. I know what I have to do. I'm being tested and challenged. I'm going to have a high AQ. I'm not going to sway to what they said or they did or what it's out of my control, but I can handle my own AQ and I can run home over my lunch hour and grab my lunch. Make sense? So in this chapter, we have some questions. We call them 5 life-changing questions of how you can shift. We talk about perspective, AQ, just to give you awareness of how you are doing. All right, Linda. Linda says she's the opposite. So in general, here's what I want you to understand about AQ. All I want you to know is I want you to know the verbiage. I want you to realize it's a thing. That's it. Like when we talk about EQ, how well you handle your emotions. It's a thing. Like as soon as you go, I never thought about it like that. That thought will pop into your mind when you're in these situations to help you make the best decisions possible, to respond when appropriate, not react, to adapt and to shift in your favor, to make the best choices possible and not to waver. Oh, that was good. That was so good. So if you want the PDF of the questions, which here's what I want you to understand. A lot of the questions go with the chapter. So I'm sharing these questions. You might be like, shoot, I've got to go back and read some of it. Yes, you do. The book, we're working on the book as fast as possible and editing it and revising it. So, I was just reading part of this book. Post PDF in the comments. I will get those to you. Reach out with questions. Here's what this page is about. Mindset in the mornings, all keto, low carb health things later on in the afternoons. I answer every question that is sent to me. You can ask all of your questions below. And I want you to understand that your diet, your lifestyle, you getting healthy, you getting stronger, you feeling better has more to do with just the food that you eat. That's important. It's important to know how to eat. It's important to learn to be adaptable in environments and situations to choose the best foods possible that will fuel you and help you reach your goals. All of this plays a factor. When most of the time people dive into their diet, people dive into a diet, and especially the summer is ending. The summer is coming to an end. Some of you have kids in school already. Oh my goodness. But you dive into this diet and you go, you think things have to be, the food has to be perfect and life has to be perfect and circumstances have to be perfect. And maybe I've gained weight over the last 60 days of summer. I need to get back on track. My kids are in school. I've got sports. Oh my goodness. Adaptability. There's more to your fat loss than just the food that you put into your mouth. That is why we're talking about awareness. That's why I'm giving you different tools and things to help you realize it has to do with a lot of areas of your life. Super important. So thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. We talked about AQ, adaptability. I'd love for you to rate yourself 1 through 5 below. Are you super adaptable and you've got this? Or are you a 1 where you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't really even know about that. I need to get better. The book will help and give you tools to work through adaptability. I want to say thank you for tuning in. I truly, truly appreciate it. Continue to tune into the page. Thank you for rating yourself and playing full out. And I will be drawing a name over the last couple lives that I've done this afternoon to win some ketones. So tune in this afternoon. I don't have a time. There's always a replay. If I had to guess a time today that I was going to do the afternoon live around keto tips and around food, let me think of my afternoon. It'll probably be around 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. So thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. Reach out with questions. I will send out those PDFs, the questions for you to go over. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful Monday. It's going to be an amazing day, and we'll talk to you very soon.